There's a lot of good anime that came out in 2022, and each and every year there's consistently more and more phenomenal anime that are releasing. So I thought it'd be cool if I gave you guys a list of 10 of my favorite anime from 2022. Now you guys probably know that I'm not the biggest fan of top 10s because I believe that your opinions can change constantly, but this time I'll be giving a top 10 list. If some of your favorite anime are left out on the list, it's probably because I haven't seen them yet, because I have a life outside of anime and YouTube. Also, I will not be ranking One Piece, even though it's my favorite anime, because of how it's constantly going all throughout the year with no break. But I do want to say One Piece took a huge leap this year with Roof Piece, and specifically episodes 1015, 1017, and 1028. Some honorable mentions I have include Love is War. I'm excited for either the season 4 or new movie. I'm not really sure which one they're doing. AOT, it's always phenomenal, and it would be higher, but I feel like they're dragging out the final season where it could have been in 2 parts. Ayoashi is really good soccer anime, but I think another one is better. Licorice Recoil and Engaged Kiss, I didn't finish the series not because they weren't good, but because, well, life is crazy, right? But if you guys enjoy regular anime content, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new one. With that out of the way, my name is Potential Unleashed, and here are my top 10 favorite anime of 2022. Coming in at number 10, I have Chainsaw Man. A lot of people are not going to like this. They're probably going to say it's their number 1, but for me it's not number 1 because, well, I have a small sample size. Number 2, most of you guys have probably read the manga. It's really good, but it's not as good as I thought it was going to be, and I think people overhyped it for me a little bit. Denji, he's lived an unfortunate life. He turns into a devil known as the Chainsaw Man, where he joins Makima Power and Aki in the Devil Association to kill devils, all for some titties.
約束だったじゃろ?胸を揉ませてやるから。揉め!
The power system is really cool. I love the fact that there's drawbacks for using the devil's power, such as giving up a nail to use a snake, or, you know, for Aki using the cursed sword, it gives up some of his lifespan. I feel like using such grand and great power should come with some drawbacks, so that makes logical sense. And there's also different scenes that I think they do great job with choreography and animation. For example, the scene with the Katana Devil versus Denji, that choreography was phenomenal. I cannot wait for season 2 because it'll probably be way better than season 1. Number 9, I have Married But Not Lovers. I had been looking forward to this ever since the trailer dropped. The series is about third-year students who have to be in a marriage simulation in order to graduate from high school. Jiro, who's our main character, is paired up with Akari, who I guess you could say is the deuteragonist of the series, and she's very beautiful and very popular. Both Jiro and Akari, they're in love with other people, so they're mad that they're partnered with each other. Jiro being in love with Shiori, a childhood friend, and Akari being in love with Minami, who is such a popular guy throughout the school. Akari, she's always picking on Jiro, and I think it's hilarious.
じゃあさ、これは?
The more the two interact, the more they start liking and relying on each other, especially Akari constantly calling Jiro's name over Minami. They laugh, fight, cry, do couple-like things together, and were even each other's first kiss. I look forward to this each and every Sunday, and it was my second favorite romance series of the year. Number 8, I have My DressUp Dolly. Now, if you guys follow me on TikTok, link will be in the description. You guys are going to know that my favorite slice of life and rom-com is Komi Can't Communicate, but I didn't like that till after I read the manga. And for this, when I saw the 12 episodes, I'm pretty sure I saw them all in one day. Gojo, he's a doll tailor, and he isolates himself in order not to get ridiculed, where he meets Kitagawa, who's mad popular and mad beautiful, and she's in love with cosplaying, but she sucks at creating them, where she teams up with Gojo for him to make her cosplays. She interacts with him more and more as the series goes on. They spend a lot of time falling in love with each other the more and more they spend with each other, where there wasn't going to be a season 2, but the fans made it possible because that's how popular this series was. We gotta see those two get together in the future.
Gojo-kun, 好きだよ.
Number 7, Cyberpunk. It's a Netflix anime based off of the game Cyberpunk, where David, he's trying to fit in with nobles. Honestly, that's not what they're called, but I don't really know what else to call him. He's a poor person trying to be in a rich society and is constantly bullied for that. Where tragedy happens, he ends up meeting the girl, the best girl of the series in my opinion, in Lucy. He turns into a cyberpunk runner in order to make money, where he meets characters like Maine, Rebecca, and other runners, where David, he has to, as he likes to call it, chrome up, and he gets stronger. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I will say that the ending's pretty sad and it was unexpected, and I'm really sad because the series is so good and unfortunately we won't be getting a season 2. Number 6, I have Spy Family, and I don't know why I do this. For some reason, in my TikTok, YouTube videos, or different moments, I call it Spy X Family instead of Spy Family, similar to Hunter x Hunter, how you're supposed to say it like that instead of Hunter x Hunter. But the series is about Lloyd Forger, aka Twilight, who's a spy, and he has to create a fake family for Operation Strix, which this operation is to keep the peace between the East and the West. His family includes an assassin for a wife in Yor, a telepath for a daughter in Anya, and a dog named Bond that can see into the future. I love whenever his family helps him on his missions accidentally. I think that's very cute, very funny, and the way that it happens, it just shouldn't happen. Part 1 was a good 10 out of 10. Part 2, it dropped off a bit for me, felt more like filler, but I still think it was pretty darn good. Each and every one of them are growing, learning how to interact with each other, and starting to deeply care for each other. And when the series ends, I hope that they can become a real family. Number 5, I have Demon Slayer. I saw the Mugen Train movie where the first half of the season they redid this, which I didn't watch because, well, it's not that I didn't care, but if I already saw the movie, then I didn't really see a point of me rewatching it. But when they got to the entertainment district, that was straight gas and it was amazing. Our 3 guys, Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu, went with Tengen to the entertainment district to save his wives and take down an upper level demon. Each character had dope moments and growth from the previous arc in dealing with Rengoku's death. Zenitsu, he went crazy. I love how he took out Daki out of the equation. Tanjiro learned more about sun breathing. Inosuke went crazy. Nezuko did her thing where she became the strength of an upper level demon, etc. Tengen, he's my favorite Hashira, and he showcased why he's one of the strongest in the series. I personally think episode 12 was the best anime episode of the year, and it felt like I was watching a movie. I can't wait for season 3, the Swordsmith Village arc. I don't read the manga, I only watch the anime, but I heard that Inosuke and Zenitsu aren't in it, which is a little bit disappointing. Coming in at number 4, I have Blue Lock. I said this in my intro that I think Aoashi It's the second best soccer anime, and that's because I think Blue Lock is the best. It's so good that I ended up picking up the manga and I read it in like 3 days. When Blue Lock, it came out when the World Cup started, and I think that characters or people who liked Blue Lock and don't really like soccer like me, they end up watching or getting more interested in soccer. Like I only knew Ronaldo and Messi. I didn't know who Neymar or Mbappe or other people were. And the same thing can be said for the World Cup. I feel like people who are interested in anime and they watch the World Cup, that they started watching Blue Lock because of that. And there's also different edits that I saw where different Japanese players, they would kind of do edits for Blue Lock characters over them. I think that was dope as well, where Blue Lock's a different take on a sports anime because of how they play soccer. The goal of Blue Lock is to build the best striker in Japan based off of ego, and we see different characters trying to gain their ego and try to gain different weapons in order to compete on their own. Blue Lock has a lot of different characters that I like, especially because of their take on trying to be the biggest egoist, where Isagi, Kunigami, Bachira, Chikiri, Nagi, and Rin, especially Rin in the manga, we just got introduced to him in the second selection, so a lot of anime onlys don't know about him, but you guys are in for a treat with Rin Itoshi. And if you guys loved the first selection and thought that was good, the second selection and anything after that is way better in my opinion. Number 3, I have Classroom Elite. Fans had been begging for a season 2 for like 4 or 5 years, and Classroom Elite is finally back, and season 2 was just as good as season 1. In my opinion, I think Kiyotaka deserves anime main character of the year. The different things that he did, because we know he's great at manipulation. He was able to manipulate Kawazawa on the cruise ship in order to win the sports festival. Kiyotaka raced up against the student council president. I think that's important because Kiyotaka never shows out, so him doing that, people have started putting him on their radar. We finally learned who the class traitor of Class D was, and that it was Kushida, and how Harita had to outsmart her in the paper shuffle. Then there's Kiyotaka and Ruin, how they faced off, and Kiyotaka beat the mess out of him and everybody else who was there, Ishizaki, Albert, Ibuki, and he showed Ruin fear for the first time.
Oh, それだ龍炎.
I will say that season 2 did start out a little bit slow, but it definitely picked up in the second half, and I think the second half was better than season 1. Number 2, I have 86. I want to give a shout out to my ninja Shy Shy. He told me to watch the series, and man, it was really good. Shin, who's the main character, I guess the co-main character with Lena, he's a bad man. The way he pilots Undertaker, you would think that he uses Ultra Instinct. '86 is about fighting a never-ending war against the Legion, where the Alba kicked out people who didn't have silver hair and put them all in the 86th district. People are constantly dying, and Lena is one of the only Alba trying to save these 86. Her and the Spearhead Squadron, who is captained by Shin, are constantly fighting a losing battle, but they keep going. Episode 22 was, in my opinion, the second best anime episode of the year because of how emotional that was. I can't describe how it was. I was laying down, sitting up, walking around. That episode was so good. Shin and Lena, they finally meet up at the end of the season, where I think that scene was so heartwarming. I like the series so much that I ended up picking up the light novels, and reviews will come out starting in 2023 for that, hopefully, right? No promises. My personal favorite, coming in at number 1, my favorite anime of 2022 has to be Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I read the manga and I still couldn't wait for the episodes weekly. Ichigo and the gang are back after 10 years. The Quincy's are back and they have waged war on the Soul Society. They're on demon time, killing and slaughtering everyone on sight. Aizen's my favorite anime villain, and that's a bad man right there, but this is the first time I felt that the Soul Society had no hope even after Ichigo arrived. When he challenged Yuhabaha, they were still severely outmatched. We learn more about Ichigo's past this season, and others are training trying to defeat the Quincy's, where I can't wait for part 2 in July. But these are 10 of my favorite anime from 2022. Let me know your guys' favorite in the comment section below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. It's on the screen in the description below. And I want to thank you guys for being with me this year. It's been a roller coaster. We've had a lot of good videos going out this year, a lot of popular videos going out this year as well, and 2023 is going to be an even better year. I don't plan on going away anytime soon, but thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.